So making some decent progress here. I am about 2 bundles down. We haven't found anything too crazy yet. Got a little bundle of 96s and 80s. I'm going to check under the scope for doubling. We have one 1964 young head. I made sure to check for the water line, and very nice little find. We have a 1958 Jefferson. So this hunt's going all right so far, but what I'm tuning you guys in for right now is actually we got our first nice low mintage key date of this hunt. It is going to be the 1991, minted at 10,931,000. It's a good one to look out for. You can see, as I usually talk about, it has that record reflective finish. A lot of the 90s coins are plated and they have this 90s finish on it. Very interesting, very nice. A nice little find for the board, and I shall keep going along. I'm getting to about the halfway mark of this hunt, and I have found two 2000 Ps so far, both looking in pretty decent shape like they usually are, but these are also very low mintage, minted at 4,899,000. Super low mint. But this is not what I'm tuning you in for. What I'm tuning you in for is this. Now, usually when you see a diadem in this kind of shape, I'm going to try not to touch it too much, but usually it's going to be a rabbit nickel. But I flipped this over, and look what we got here, guys. We got ourselves a 1970 key date, and look at the condition on that right there. I'm not going to touch it too much more, but this is a beauty. One of the nicest 1970s I've found. I think it might be a PL. If you guys want to let me know what you think, please let me know down in the comments. I'll flip it over one more time, show you the obverse there, and then it's probably going to go in the flip from when I show you at the end. But this hunt is going off spectacularly, and we have not even gotten started. We still have the best for last. What do you say we keep going along, and we'll tune you back in if we find anything else? Well, we're really starting to get down to the nitty gritty. I'm just finishing off the second last bundle, and then we'll start off this bad boy right here. But we have found ourselves two 1962s, one more 2000 P, so that makes 3 so far, and we also got our first foreign of this hunt. It's going to be a 2015 Commonwealth of the Bahamas with that pineapple design on there. Very nice. Found quite a few of these now in my travels, but this is actually not what I am tuning you in for. This is what I am tuning you in for, guys. We have ourselves a Georgie. Let's flip her over. It's got the IND on it, so that means it must be pre-48. What's it gonna be? A 47 Maple Leaf. Very nice. Our first George head. We are really on the board now. We got all sorts of good stuff, guys, and we have not even gotten into those collection dump rolls. This is going to be probably my best nickel hunt so far. Man, am I excited to bust those rolls open, but I'm also very stoked that we got ourselves a George head to add to the board. Very sweet. I will throw it up there, and I will keep going along. Well, guys, we have made it here to the end. These last 3 collection dump rolls, I didn't find anything else really in the rest of the rolls in this bundle. I didn't have much hope because I did check all the enders and there wasn't anything special, but all of these rolls here have very interesting looking enders. You can see right here, this one's a George head. You can see these ones right here are both 1951, and one more time, I know that both of these rolls right here have King George V enders. I've only found one King George V so far in the wild in my experience coin roll hunting, so this is already going to be a record for me. I know we got 2, but the only way we can find out how many more we got in here, or if we got any more, is to bust these bad boys open. Man, I am excited. I am nervous. I hope maybe we'll have some World War IIs in here, some V-nickels, maybe some Tombacks, or maybe these are just chock full of these right here, but we don't know until we get this going. So what do you say we start this off? I'm going to start with this George head right here. Why not? Oh, God, I'm nervous. Let's do this. Come on, Georgie. This has been a great hunt. We found all sorts of good stuff. Looks like we have a diadem on this side. Oh boy, yes, this is the sight I wanted to see. Let's see if I can see that. That is the sight you want to see as a Canadian coin roll hunter. All right, guys, let's start this off. What are we gonna have? Okay, this is a good diadem. This is a rabbit nickel. Oh my lordy. A 1951. I believe there is a variation for the 1951s where there's like a moon in the background or something like that. If you guys have any information on varieties to look for when it comes to the 1951 commemoratives, I would appreciate it down in the comments. But oh boy, I was gonna say, I'm guessing another bunny nickel. I think all the diadems in here are probably going to be bunny nickels. This is one of the most collection-y collection dumps I've ever seen in my life. 46, we're getting close to those World War IIs, guys. If we have a 48 in here, that is going to be epic. There could be a 48. Oh man, another 51. There's a lot of 51s in here. 56. I see a Jefferson up ahead. That might be an old Jefferson. 56 Younghead. Just a 61. So this is going to be the first non-keeper of this roll here. A 94 Strange. Some more 51. Oh yeah, a lot of 51s in these rolls. Oh, I see a World War II up ahead. Oh my god, guys, what year is it going to be? I've never found a 43 or 44, so are we about to make history? Are we? Oh, we are. We just hit another milestone, guys. We just got a 1944 V nickel. You can see it's chrome plated by all the wear on it right there. It could be in better shape. Looks like it was a little grinded, thrown through the meat grinder, but man, this is, oh guys, I see a King George V up next. Oh my lordy, another bunny nickel. We have KG5s in this roll. Incredible. 1924. I don't even have any of the King George V key dates on my nickel mat because I didn't think I would find them in this kind of quantity. Oh my, I'm gonna have to put this to the side. Oh my god, I see another King George V up ahead, guys. This is incredible. I've seen some other hunters lately posting their collection dumps. This is epic. Oh my. In 1934. Oh god. I can't wait to see how many of these I'm going to get by the end. There's another one right after this 51. Oh my god. This is incredible. This is an incredible collection dump. 1932. I'm pretty sure it is 1925 and 26 that are the key dates you really want to look for King George V's, but oh man, I can't believe that. Just a odd diadem there. Oh, a 1937. We got the first year. If this was a 38, it would be very key date and very low mintage, but these round rimmed George heads, you got that IND there. Not in bad shape for the age and circulation. A 2012. Just tossed in with the rest. What's this one gonna be? Another 51. Oh man, this is awesome, guys. I have not been able to do too many hunts this new year. I've been able to do a few live streams, but this right here is reinvigorating me to go out. Guys, no. We got it. We got it. We got the 1948. Oh my god, this is minted at 1,800,000. Oh my god, guys. I cannot believe this. If you had any doubts of me or any thoughts of me stuffing rolls, I can guarantee you I did not stuff these rolls, and I did not have any 1948s lying around. Oh my god, no way. This is incredible. And we got more. I see another King George V up ahead a little bit farther here. I'm gonna have a heart attack soon, guys. I can't take this. I can't take this. Oh, a 55. Look at the condition on this 55 right here. I'm sorry if any of you are cringing at my fingers touching these coins, but oh well, they're going to be going in flips after this anyways. Another King George V, 1930. If we found a 48, then there's a good chance we may be able to find one of the key date KG5s in here. This is incredible though. I don't even know. This video is going to go so long, me finding all of this stuff. I may just have to show you the big piles at the end, but I'm going to show you as much as I can going along here without taking too much time. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Another bunny. I would have been happy with just the bunnies. We got a 27, so we're getting a little bit closer. I think if this was a year earlier, or 2 years earlier would have been a little bit better, but I ain't gonna complain. Oh my, 29. We're getting lots of variety here too, lots of different years. Oh man, this is awesome. This is incredible. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A nice 1991 tucked in the roll for us too. I'll take it. Why not? Bunny nickel? Bunny nickel. Bunny nickel. Bunny nickel. Guys, another 1948. Oh my God. No way. The coin gods have graced us with one of the greatest hunts that I think may have ever happened in Canadian coin roll hunting. My lordy. 2 1948s. That is amazing. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say anymore. If you guys have any thoughts or comments on this roll or this hunt, just let me know. But it's time to bust into roll number 2, and that one has the double ender, so I'm thinking it's going to be just as good, if not better, than this one. Well, let's see if we will find as much good stuff in roll number 2 as we did in that first one there. Oh lordy. That King George V, it looks like we have a whole lot of 12 edges in here, which is a good sign. Oh my God, there is a ton of King George V's in here, guys. 27, 24. It looks like these rolls are going to be exactly the same as that last roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to add all of these up. If I find any key dates, I will tune you in at the end for the wrap up, because I think this is just going to take too long and this is too much epic stuff to just go through it all. I would love to, but I will wrap this up and I will show you guys all of this amazing stuff that I find. It looks like we have tons of George heads up ahead, and I will show you the massive piles and accumulations of all of this good stuff. So I'll tune you in a minute. Alrighty, I have concluded this epic hunt. Before I start breaking down all of these awesome finds, I'd really appreciate if you all would hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more videos just like this. And then let's show you all of these amazing goodies we got today. So first off, I'll show you that 1970 that I decided to throw into a flip right away because it was in such good shape. I think this probably came out of a PL set, but who knows, maybe it came out of that legendary specimen set, and this is one of 1,000. If you guys have any theories, let me know down in the comments below. So before I hit that collection dump, we came up pretty dry on the 12 edgers. We only got 3 young heads, all of them 1962, and then we got that very nice 1947 George head, which kind of validated the first little portion of this hunt. We got ourselves 3 2000 Ps. These are always nice, a great key date to look out for when it comes to Canadian nickel hunting, and I am always a little validated when I find these right here. We got ourselves a nice stack of 4 1991s. We got ourselves a nice, what looks like a proof-like 1977, or it could just be in good shape. We got that nice foreign find, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, 5 cents. We got the 1958 Jefferson, and this is the stack of round rim young heads. We got a couple 64s and I think 163. And then what do you say I show you all of this amazing stuff we found? So we got a total of 35 rabbit nickels, all of them in this amazing condition that you usually see the Canadian 1967 rabbit nickel looking very nice in. It's very rare to find them in bad condition. In fact, I don't think I've ever found one in bad condition yet. And then we got ourselves 25 1951 George heads. Now, I would have been more than happy just to get a few of those in this hunt. So to get so many of those, almost a full roll. And then guys, look at all of these King George V's we found. My God, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20. And then that one is short 1. So we have 24 King George V's. I have only found one of these coin roll hunting so far in nickel hunts, so this is an epic collection dump. I have like topped my record times 9,000, so I don't know if I'll ever be able to top this one, but you can only dream. Imagine finding all this in silver or something like that. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But I made sure to check all the dates. The it goes from 1924, and then there is a gap, and then it starts up at 1927. So none of the key dates in there, but these are worth at least $1 or $2 a pop in my opinion, so quite a profit on them, and I am very happy, very validated. Let's show you guys some of these George heads, because those aren't even, sorry, the George 6 heads. We got 2 1937s, and then guys, we got 3 1938s. Now these are key date, low mintage. I can actually tell you the mintage is 3,898,974 because I got it on my mat over there. I have not found a 1938 yet. I have not found a 1948 yet, and we got both of these in this hunt, ladies and gentlemen. We got a nice stack of 1939s. We got our first ever 1944 we have found in the wild. I have gotten some of these as gifts and stuff, the 1944, but never found a 44 in the wild, so that is pretty darn awesome. You can see the chrome plating coming off there on the side. A little bit of rusty business going on. And then guys, look at this. Oh, sorry, 1946. And then look at this one right here. 1948. So this is the key date for Canadian nickels, mainly all Canadian coins, honestly. There is a big change at the mint. They had to change all of the backs of the obverse from the IND and change it. So it was a big year for key dates. Just about all of the different denominations have low mintages, and this one sits at 1,810,989. So it doesn't get much more low mintage and key date than that. Coin roll hunting honestly does not get much better than this. If you guys enjoyed this hunt, please let me know. Don't want to leave these out either. I got 156 and 155 12 edge young head. The 55 looks really nice too. It's in great shape. But this was an awesome hunt, guys. It was my best hunt to date. I'm really enjoyed it, and I'm really glad that I got to bring it to you guys finally. Well, I've made some serious progress in this hunt. I'm a little bit past the halfway mark. I made sure to save the good bundle for last, the one that might have the silver inner, but so far we have found a 2011 Legendary Nature, we found a Newfoundland Provincial, pretty cool, and we also found a strange looking, I'm not sure the date, 1980 quarter that seems to be a little bit thicker, probably a drier coin because sometimes they get a little enlarged when they're in the dryer for a while, and that would explain why all of the dimples on these sides are worn out. But I'm going to throw it on the scale just to do a little bit of due diligence, but this is not actually what I'm tuning you guys in for. What I'm tuning you guys in for is our first good find of this hunt, which is going to be a 2015 Canada Flag. One of my favorite finds, very low mintage. I believe it's 6.5 million. This one is in great shape. I'm finding about one of these per box that I'd say is my average, so hopefully there'll be one more of these, or even the 2015 Poppy would be nice as well, but a great find for the board. I shall keep going along and maybe pray for some silver or some more good color enamels. 13 rolls left to go, so I guess I am on roll 36 of this hunt, and we have found an RCMP, and I made sure, of course, to check it for the large bust, and it is a small bust. I know the secret trick now for checking those. We also found a provincial, a Yukon, which is one of the lower mintage provincials, a nice one to find. But this is not what I'm tuning you guys in for. What I'm tuning you guys in for is this heater right here. We just found ourselves that 2015 Poppy. Oh yeah, a boom. So we got ourselves the two legendary 2015 colors, the Poppy and the 2015 Canada Flag. So right now, I'm a happy hunter. This hunt has already been pretty much validated. If I can find anything else good, it'll be a cherry on top, but man, I am happy. This is a beautiful, beautiful quarter in great condition, almost no wear on it. So I shall add this to the board up there, keep going along, and see if we can find any more goodies. Alrighty, so I have saved the best for last. I didn't find too much in those last couple rolls, but we have this one right here. I have a bit of a hankering. It might be a dirty coin or a fire coin, but I figure I might as well just pull her out live anyways, just in case. And we shall see. Oh, we might be in luck here. What is this? Sorry, I just had to take a bit of a closer look there, but I'm pretty sure this is a 1966. It is really hard to tell with this dark tarnishing on there, but this coin really threw me off. I opened a bunch of other clear rolls up, and the edges looked very similar to this one, so I kind of lost hope and thought it might be a fire coin, but this has completely validated this hunt with those other goodies we found. Man, I am a happy hunter, and this is an awesome find right here. We are keeping the silver streak going for the last couple hunts now, and this shall keep it going a little bit longer. So, an awesome find for the board. Looks like it had a nice cameo at one point. It's a shame it's in this rough tarnished condition that it's in now, but I will not complain about this. Silver is silver. I shall finish going through the rest of this roll. I don't think there's anything else too amazing in here, and then I shall wrap this hunt up for you guys. Oh yeah. Alrighty, another quarter hunt in the books. I have concluded this hunt. Before I start wrapping up all these awesome finds, I'd really appreciate if you would hit that thumbs up, and if you have not, please subscribe for more content just like this. I would appreciate it so much. And then let's show you guys the goodies we found today. Today we managed to nab ourselves 2 of the colored Legendary Nature series. We got the yellow falcon and we got the green bison. These aren't really valuable or too special or anything. I just really like the color and the design, so that is why I hold on to them. There's one more in the series, the blue orca, that we did not find today, but I have found them in some of my previous hunts before if you'd like to check those out. We also got 2 1973 RCMPs. Made sure to check them for the large bust, and we got denied. The one way you can check for the large bust is the denticles around the rim. If they are closer to the rim, pretty much touching it, then you will have the large bust, but it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but that little gap, that little space right there is the determiner that says this is not a large bust. And we also got a Yukon provincial, which is one of the lower mintage provincials for 1992, I believe. We also got a Newfoundland provincial. Very nice. And then our 3 main finds of this hunt are going to be a 2015 Remembrance Day poppy. This thing is beautiful. I don't find these too often. I would say 1 every 2 hunts is probably my average. If that, they're very far and few between. Very beautiful, and they stand out like a sore thumb. So a lot of times people that don't even collect coins will keep these because it just looks really nice, and who doesn't want to hold on to this? I mean, 25 cents, you might as well keep it, right? I mean, or don't keep it so I can find it. We got the 2015 Canada flag. What a nice one. Oh yeah, I like this one a lot. Celebrating 50 years of the Canada flag design, I believe. See, a lot of people probably think that this design for our flag is a lot older, but only 50 years old. But very nice find there. And then the find of this hunt is going to be silver, silver, silver. Hi-ho silver, away. We have found ourselves silver. Another hunt, guys. The streak has continued. This is absolutely awesome. This caribou is very worn down. Probably seen some serious circulation in this coin, but it has made our way into our hands. I appreciate it, and I shall cherish it. And you shall see me throwing it into my silver finds at the very end of this video. But I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all. I'm just a few rolls into box number 1, and it looks like we might already have our first 12 edger here, so I thought I would do the honors of pulling it out live for you guys if I can here. Oh, look at that. It is gonna be a Georgie. Now what date is it gonna be? It looks a little rusted. 1950. A very corroded, rusty looking 1950 Georgie to start this hunt off. So very awesome. We are only a few rolls in and we have already been rewarded for our efforts. So I will add this up to our board up here, keep going along with this roll, and then keep rolling on with both the boxes and tune you guys in if we find anything else good, which I'm sure there's got to be something else in all of this amazing stuff we have to hunt today. Couple rolls down, we haven't found anything too crazy. We did find one 1964, no extra water line at least yet. I'll make sure to keep checking for that as I go along. And I also found one rabbit nickel. I almost missed it, but I saw the super shiny obverse when I was about to scoop all of the nickels up, and then I flipped it and saw this good old bunny jump out at me. But that is not actually what I'm tuning you in for. What I'm showing you right now is we got ourselves a penny in this roll, so it's gonna be a bit of a loss here, but I figured I would fish this thing out and see what it's gonna be. Looks like it's gonna be a 90s penny. Well, it's a little beat up, but 1993, so I believe this may still be a copper penny. I'm not too sure when exactly they switched to the steel composition, but pretty cool to be able to find pennies and nickel rolls still. They abolished the Canadian penny in 2012, so it is definitely not supposed to be in here. Might be a loss of a couple cents, but still cool to see them because you don't see them too often. So another interesting little find for the board. I'll finish this roll up and keep going along. Alright, I am past the halfway mark now. I've been flipping these rolls over from this side to this side as I go, so just about all this has not been searched yet, but guys, we have just found a George V nickel. I think this is going to be the third one I've ever found. I have not flipped the date over yet. We're going to be able to see this together at the same time. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer right now. So hopefully we can see this together. Oh my lordy. What is it gonna be? A 1931, so it's not a key date, and I don't believe it's anything too special, but it is special in its own right that it is a George V nickel. My lord, guys, this hunt has been completely validated already. This is just the first box, and we have already gotten a heater. Oh my lord, yes, yes. If you hunt it, you will find it. I have stricken out in a lot of nickel boxes, but that's why I decided to up the ante for this one, hopefully to increase my chances, and it definitely paid off, guys. We have struck in a George V nickel. My lordy, kapow. Awesome. I also got a 2000p nickel. Let me see if I can find that. Where is that bad boy? Right here. But man, that is nothing compared to this right here. A George V. Georgie. So two so far, George VI and this George V. I shall keep going along, guys. Tune in if I find anything else good, but oh Lord, what a hunt this has been. So I have just completed box number one. I think now I'm gonna start tackling these loose rolls here, starting with these clear rolls. We got that young head ender I'm looking forward to getting into, but already this hunt has been off to a great start. We have already struck in ourselves a George V, so anything we just find at this point will pretty much be a bonus, but hopefully there will be a few more of this guy's son in there, Mr. George VI himself, or some other cool varieties or heirs would be nice too. I got the microscope out just in case, but the only way we will find anything is to start tearing into these bad boys, so let's get right into them. Well, we are really getting down to the nitty gritty. I've just started the second last bundle of these loose rolls that we have torn into, and we just found ourselves an incredible heater, guys. We also found quite a few 2000Ps. We found a few more bunny nickels, a whole lot of 1964s, some 12 edgers. Those are all 60s, 61s, 62s. And this right here, guys, is a 1951. So first of all, you know what that means. It is a George head, and also the 1951 has a variation, a high relief and low relief variation. So I have the microscope here. I'm going to throw this under the scope, and if the A points directly to the denticles, then I believe this is a high relief, and if it points in between the denticles, then it's a low relief. So let's throw this under the scope really quickly. Well, unfortunately, that A is not pointing directly to the denticle, but slightly underneath it, so that tells me it is most likely a low relief, but still not in too bad a shape. A little bit of wear there on the beaver. I believe the mintage of the 1951 non-commemorative is around 4,313,410, and there is a commemorative version that is much more of a high mintage, so this is the much better one to find. I'm still really happy that we were able to find another George VI. So I'll keep going along, tune you guys back in if I find anything else. Hopefully I find some more good stuff in these loose rolls right here. But if not, then we still got one more box to get into. Well, we are down to the last box, and man, we have all sorts of good stuff accumulated already. We have some foreign finds over here. Let me show you some of these. These are all from those loose rolls. This right here There's an Australian, I believe, 5-cent coin. I think the year is around 2000 for that. We got ourselves a Bahamas 5-cent coin. I get these very often. They're quite common in hunts. We got a couple 63s, 2 stacks of 64s. We got 1960 to 1962. I just wanted to show you guys this one right here. This is a 1960, and I don't know if this came out of a proof set or a specimen or what the deal is, but it just looks really nice cameo on it, that is for sure. And what else do we have here? We have that 1951, which is definitely going to be the find of that second part of the 3 parts of this hunt. And 1951 is a great year to look for, even if it isn't the high relief. 1951 non-commemorative is definitely a key date nickel. And then we found a couple more rabbit nickels, and we also found this right here. I did not tune you guys in for a 1956 12 edge young head. So we found ourselves a nice pre-60s young head, but we got a lot more to hunt, guys. This has been a very long, big undertaking, this $300 nickel hunt, but I think it was worth it. We found all sorts of good stuff already. Who knows what we can find in this box, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to get into these rolls. So let's start her off.
One eternity later.
Well, I just finished sifting through box number 3, and I have to report I didn't find a single thing in here. I didn't find a single young head. I didn't find anything pre-1980 actually. Didn't find any key dates, nothing low mintage, no 2000Ps, no 1970s, no 1991s. It's like the Grinch visited this box, or just another coin roll hunter. We do have this mark on the inside flap. I was a little worried when I picked it up and looked at it, but I was still holding out some hope. But it's a darn shame when you have to look through 50 customer wrapped rolls and you don't find a single thing, but that's what you gotta do. That's what coin roll hunting is all about. But you guys know the drill. I have concluded this hunt. Before I start wrapping up all of these finds, I would really appreciate if you would once more just hit that thumbs up if you have not, and subscribe for more coin content just like this. And then what do you say I start breaking down some of these finds we managed to accumulate today. Now, we only pulled 2 1963s. I do believe they are much lower mintage than the 1964. They're both in very rough shape. We did manage to pull 2 pretty hefty stacks of 1964s. You know, they pumped them out in very high mintage, both in Canada and the US in 1964, it would seem, but I'm really hoping one of these days I can get lucky and find the unicorn that is the extra waterline. I know some other hunters have been getting pretty lucky lately and finding them out there, so I am holding out some hope. Over here we have our foreign finds of this hunt. We have that Bermuda 5 cents, and then this right here, which I will say is definitely the foreign find of this hunt. The Australian 5 cents with the porcupine on there. Pretty cool little design. I always love coinage that has animal designs on it. I mean, Canada is probably one of the biggest proprietors of that, but pretty cool little coin right there. We have our little pile of 1960 to 1962 nickels. I'll show you this one once again a little bit closer because it is a very nice 1960. Kind of has some nice toning out towards the edges there if you can't see it. So we managed to pull ourselves this 1951, a very good find on its own. It is definitely a key date, very low mintage, and I love finding the commemoratives, but these, I only have a few of them, and one of these days I'm hoping I can really luck out and find the high relief. I don't know how many of them are actually out there in circulation, if any, but if anyone else out there has ever come across one of them, please let me know, because this is a great find if you can find the high relief version of it, even if it's not in the greatest condition, kind of like this one right here. We also have that other George head that we found, a 1950, so 1 year earlier than that. But this one is all rusty and kind of beat up on that side, but it doesn't matter to me. Anytime I get to see that George the 6th obverse, it still makes me a happy coin roll hunter. And then over here, look at all these 2000Ps we managed to nab today. I think we got 5 of them. This one is in terrible condition. Usually the 2000Ps will be in really good condition, but it looks like this one might have had some weather damage to it, but that's all right. I'll still hold on to it. I still like it. And then we have that 1956 young head. We got a nice little litter of rabbits here, 3 rabbit nickels. Sometimes they'll come up dry on those, so it's nice to accumulate a couple of those. And then guys, we have this. We scored ourselves a George V nickel. You don't come across these too often. When you are a Canadian coin roll hunter, I would say they are the equivalent of a buffalo nickel, or maybe even a mix between a buffalo and a V nickel. Well, it looks like this hunt is going to be off to an amazing start, guys. We have found ourselves a Cindy Cleason ender. Now, I already checked the one under this because I thought maybe this was a collection dump roll, and I don't think I'm that lucky, but right there, look at this right here. Oh my, a colored Cindy Cleason. I've only found, or Claassen, sorry if I mispronounced that, but I've only found a few of these before coin roll hunting. They are all minted at 3 million, these 2009 colored hockey coins, so super rare, super low mintage. If this was the men's, then it has a raise 2 variation, but this one is still a key date, still an awesome find, especially for the first roll to open up as the ender. That is, you don't get much better of a start than that, and it's in really good shape too. A lot of the red's still left in there, so put this one up there on the board, and I will keep going through this roll and then keep going through this box over here, and then I will tune you guys in if we find anything else. Well, 10 rolls left in this half box. I saved the clear rolls for last because they are the worst and I hate them, but you got to do what you got to do when it comes to finding that good stuff. And I have to say, we just found something pretty darn good here. Now, this is a 2004 Remembrance, and usually when you find these, the enamel is completely worn off, and this one, if you look at it from this angle, is pretty much almost in perfect shape. It's a little worn when you look at it from the different angles, but you don't find them this good very often, so this is definitely a keeper. And we also found this while we were going along, so a 2010 Poppy Remembrance. If we find that 2015, I will definitely be happy because that is the rarest of the 3, but this 2004 is a very nice find on its own, and we are really stacking up these color enamels right now. I also found 2 of the green bisons, found 1 small bust 1973 RCMP, but this is a nice one. I'll throw it up here on the board. I will keep going along and tune you guys in if I find anything else. Well, just 5 rolls left to go in this box now, and we just found another one of the big time heavy hitters for Canadian quarters. Now, this is a 2001, but when you flip this over and take a look under the Queen's bust there on the obverse, there is no P. Now, this is actually a key date in terms of Canadian quarters. It is much lower mintage than the counterpart, the 2001 P, which is actually the opposite of the nickels. For nickels, you want to look for the 2000 P, and the 2000 no P is much more common, but this is a really good one right here. It partially validates this hunt. I would have been happy if I just would have found one of these on their own, because you very rarely come across these. I would say they're almost as rare, if not more, than the 1970s, so a great one to add to the board. What do you say we keep going? Well, it looks like this is going to be a hunt to remember, because we just found ourselves the 2015 Remembrance Poppy. I believe this is minted at 6.5 million, so very similar to that 2015 Canada flag. Both made the same year, and the creme de la creme as far as I'm concerned of Canadian color enamel quarters. Besides that 2017 colored, I'm really hoping maybe one of those is lying ahead in some of these rolls for us, maybe in that next box. But we found this 2015 Poppy, we found the 2004, and we also found the 2010. So as far as I'm concerned, these are all the goodies, all the keepers. As far as the remembrance stuff, I'm not a big fan of the 2008. It's still a little bit too common to find in good condition. I do have a few of them hoarded away, but I don't hold on to them anymore. But man, am I happy we found this right here. I'm going to throw it up here, and I'm going to keep going along. Well, guys, we are 10 rolls into box number 2, and I wasn't holding out too much hope. We hadn't found anything yet until this. Now, this looks very promising, extremely promising, I have to say. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer here. What does that say? 1965. Oh my lordy, guys. The streak continues. We have ourselves an 80% silver quarter already, and we have just gotten started in this box. Wow, what a way to top off this hunt. A nice old piece of silver. Very, very nice, beautiful. A boom. So I will add this up to the board, and I shall keep going along, and hopefully we find some more goodies in there. But even if not, guys, this hunt has been amazing already. We found just about everything that a Canadian coin roll hunter can dream of, and at this point everything else we find is a complete bonus. So I shall keep going along and hope for the best. Well, just a couple rolls down, and it looks like we might have something good here, so let's pull it out. Oh, it's not the men's, but we got ourselves the women's red colored hockey enamel. Oh my lordy, guys, this will go along well with the Cindy Cleason. If we can get the men's colored, I think that'll be definitely a new record for us. I don't think I pulled all three in one hunt, but this may be a record on its own. All the stuff that I pulled in this hunt, it is absolutely amazing. Definitely one for the books. I can't believe this, but I will put this one right over here to go with that Cindy Cleason, whatever you want to call it. If you guys know the pronunciation, maybe you can correct me in the future, but I shall keep going along in this epic hunt. Man, I am just speechless. Well, we only have about a third of this box left to go, so we are really getting down to the nitty gritty. And my lord, guys, do I have something good to show you. We just found ourselves a 1967 Bobcat quarter as the ender of this roll. I've only found like I think 2 or 3 of these before in my coin roll hunting career so far. I mean, it's actually, I can't believe that I'm saying that. I've been at it for a little while now. I can't believe I found these before, but my lord, I didn't know that I was going to be able to find one of these today after all this other amazing stuff that we found. Oh my god, guys, this hunt just keeps getting better and better. So these right here are either 50% or 80%. It's really hard to be able to tell. The only way you can really tell is from a sound test apparently, but all I know is this is silver. You don't find them too often. I mean, I've got to have done at least 100 quarter hunts by now, and I've only found a few of these, so they're very rare, very hard to find. They stick out like a sore thumb because, I mean, it's a very iconic design. All the 1967 Centennials have the animal design, but this is the Bobcat quarter. Another silver to add to the board. That's 2 so far. Let's see if maybe we can make it 3, or maybe we can find that 2017. Well, guys, I have concluded this hunt. Before I wrap up some of these awesome finds here, I would really appreciate if you would once again hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you have not, and you would like to see more coin roll hunting and coin collecting videos just like this. Then what do you say? I show you guys the goods. So we got ourselves quite the hefty stack of RCMPs today. I am counting 8 of them in total. I made sure to check all of them for the large bust, and we came up nothing nada, but not a surprise. I've checked hundreds and hundreds of these things, and we have not had any luck with that variety yet. We got ourselves a 1974. Let me give you guys a little bit of a closer look, but this is just about as uncirculated as you get. Very common years for finding uncirculated like circulation strikes like this are 1974 and 1979. I don't know why, but a lot of the time you will find them in good shape, but this one is in such good shape I decided, hey, why not hold on to it? It only cost me 25 cents. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe it's a proof like strike. You never know with this kind of stuff, but it's a nice one, that's for sure. We got ourselves 3 provincials. We got ourselves the Newfoundland, we got our home province of Ontario, and we got the Manitoba. We got ourselves 3 legendary nature colored. We got 2 green bison and 1 blue orca. We got ourselves this right here, which is a killer find on its own. This is the 2001 No P. So the mintage for this is actually 8,409,000. So super low mintage. Anything under 10 million, I would say, is pretty much a key date for Canadian coins. Some of the colored quarters will be a little bit lower mintage and a little more common, but this one, super scarce, super rare. Keep your eyes out for it, people. We got our colored finds of this hunt. We got the 2015 Canada Day, and then we have these remembrance finds over here. We have the 2010 Dual Poppy Remembrance, we have the 2015 Poppy, and we have the 2004 that still has most of that Poppy design still on it, a little bit faded away in the middle there, but for being a 16-year-old, 17-year-old coin in circulation, not looking too bad if you ask me. And then we have these right here. This hunt was off to a great start right off of the bat. We have a Cindy Cleason, and we have a colored women's hockey. These are both minted at 3 million. They are both key date legendary quarters that you should definitely look out for. And then last but not least, we scored ourselves 2 silvers in this hunt. We got ourselves a 1965, so still a diadem, so not too surprising that these diadem silvers can slip through a little bit easier when bank tellers and other people spot the young heads and the George heads. A lot of the time they have a feeling that it might be something special, so they will hold on to it. But lucky for us, these diadems were around for a few years during the silver years, and we can still get pretty lucky and score them like this 1965 here. 80% silver, probably worth $3 to $6 if you ask me, depending on the day in silver melt, so not too bad. And then this right here is really awesome. Even though it is probably lower silver composition, it is very hard to find these in the wild because they are so cherry picked out. All the centennials, I mean the rabbit nickels are super picked out of the nickels, and of course the mackerels will be picked out of the dimes because they all just stand out like a sore thumb, just like this right here. But we have scored ourselves multiple silvers. We have been spoiled by the coin gods in this one, guys. Well, just 2 rolls down and we already have our first decent find of this hunt. Unfortunately, it is not the colored version, but believe it or not, the non-colored version is actually lower mintage. I believe this is minted at 1 million, and the colored version of this, which has like a little red flower or a little red embellishment somewhere around the center core, has a mintage of 2 million. So anytime you find the non-colored, even though they don't look as nice, they are lower mintage. This one being a little bit newer, 2018, in this shape right here, is just good enough that I will hold on to it. It doesn't have a huge premium, but if you're a World War II fan, they are tradable, they are collectible, and they are nice. So one good find for the board up there. Whoop, and I shall keep going along. 7 rolls in the books. We haven't found anything too crazy in the last couple rolls. We did manage to pull one very nice, basically uncirculated Battle of the Atlantic, which is a nice one to look out for, but I only keep the non-colored ones if they are pretty much in perfect shape, like this one you see right before you here, but that's a very nice one. But that is not actually what I'm tuning you in for. This is what I'm tuning you in for. We just got our first nice colored enamel of this hunt. It's going to be the colored D-Day. Now, I mentioned earlier that the coloreds are usually minted at 2 million and the non-colored at 1 million. So even though this is a higher mintage than the non-colored version, I believe it is a lot more rare. When people find these, a lot of the time they hold on to it, even if they're not a coin collector. So this is our first really good find of the hunt to put on the board, and we shall keep going along and hope for some other ones. Guys, I am 9 rolls down, and I just found something that I did not expect to find today. Oh my lord, we found ourselves the 2017 glow in the dark. Now, I have one of these that was gifted to me, but I swear to the coin gods, I did not plant this thing. And man, this is a great find. This is the rarest of all of the Canadian Toonies you can find, basically. It is actually glow in the dark. So if you bring this into a dark room, turn the lights off, man, you will see this green glow. That is amazing, guys. This hunt is one for the books now. It has completely validated this. This is worth like $5 to $10 just on its own, especially in this condition. When I flipped it over, man, did it stand out. I can't believe this. Let me know if you guys have any information about the mintage or if you know anything about this down in the comments, but it has completely validated this hunt for me. What a great one, guys. I am stoked. I will throw this bad boy up there and I will keep going along, but man, that is going to be a hard one to top. Anything else I get will just be a bonus at this point. Just 1 roll down, we got ourselves another good one. Now, I wouldn't have held on to these in some of my previous hunts, but I was actually kind of a fool, and I gave a lot of the ones I kept when these originally came out away. So I really need some of these colored and non-colored Bill Reeds very badly. I actually had a few rolls of them, and I returned some of them to the bank because I just thought they were so common that I could get my hands on them whenever I wanted, but that is not really the case anymore. It is very common to find the colored V-Toonies, but these Bill Reeds are starting to get a little more far and few between. So I'm going to start holding on to these, or at least a couple of them, depending on how many I find in my hunts. It's a very nice, beautiful Toonie, if you can't tell. So another great find for the board. Man, this hunt is going great. Let's see if we can top it off with anything else. Well, I've concluded this hunt. Before I start breaking it down for you guys, I would really appreciate if you all would hit that thumbs up. And if you have not, please subscribe for more coin collecting videos just like this. And then what do you say? We get right into it. So usually I don't keep these right here, but I did keep this one because it is in immaculate condition, and it goes along with the War of 1812 quarter series. There's actually a little folder binder you can put them in, a little set thing that I can get for pretty cheap, and they sell for a pretty good price when you put them all in there. So I decided to keep this because it's in such good shape. The HMS Shannon War of 1812 Toonie. Very nice. Then we got these 3 non-colored World War IIs, and some of these are just absolute beauties. Like this right here is basically uncirculated. It must have come out of a roll pretty recently to be in this kind of condition, but I don't think I've ever found an armistice looking this good, or maybe 1 or 2, but very nice. Definitely keepers to me. And then we have that one Battle of the Atlantic that is in very good shape as well. Not quite as good as that last armistice Toonie, but good enough for me to keep. Now, what do you say I show you guys the real find keepers of this hunt? So we got ourselves a nice couple of colored keepers here. Bit of a tongue twister for you. We got this colored D-Day. Now, not in the greatest condition. It has a little bit of dirt and grime and stuff on it, but you know what? That's okay. I will take it still because I absolutely love these older colored World War IIs. I mean, it's not older. It's 2019, so it's 2 years old, I guess now, but hey, pretty sweet. I will take it. I always keep the colored enamels when it comes to Toonies, unless it looks like they have absolutely been through the meat grinder. But this right here is in a little bit better shape. Now this, I guess, is from last year now because it is the 2020 Bill Reed, and we are now in 2021, but it is in really good shape. But it should be because it's only a year old, but it's probably been in circulation a little bit. Got a couple little dings and scratches and gouges and stuff on it, but that is okay. I will keep it nonetheless. I really like how there's that little like spider webbing kind of thing going on the outside on that one right there. And what do you say I show you the holy grail of this hunt? Well, we did it, guys. Another bucket lister for our Toonie hunts here. We got the 2017 glow in the dark. This is super rare. I have not found one yet, and I've probably done close to 10 Toonie hunts, so I'm glad this was the one because it's been a while and I was trying to mix it up for you guys, hoping maybe I could find a few of the World War II color enamels, and little did I know that this bad boy would be waiting for me in the box. That's the thing when it comes to coin roll hunting, you know, if you hunt it, you will eventually find it. You know, if I didn't pick up these Toonies and I picked up dimes or nickels or something else, I might have gotten completely skunked, but something told me to grab Toonies. I'm glad I did. I hope you guys enjoyed this hunt. I definitely did. We got some good stuff today, but hopefully there will be some more good hunts in the future. Hopefully I'll find a couple more of these in my coin roll hunting career, but I'm definitely excited for some of the new colored Toonies that are going to be coming out this year most likely. But if you guys did enjoy this hunt, let me know down in the comments what your favorite find was. Guys, I am almost in shock right now. I just opened up the very first roll of this box, and I just found an NIFC that is very, very interesting. I have found one of these before, but this, I believe, is the Canadian year 2000 postage mail token. I think it comes with a stamp when originally you got it in the year 2000, but this is definitely not meant to be in circulation. It is very rare. I have actually found one of these before in one of my hunts. I'm not too sure. It was definitely earlier on in my coin roll hunting career, but this is an awesome find right here. You can see this is definitely the token side. I think its face value is 25 cents. It's the same size as a quarter, has the same rimmed edges, but a very awesome find to start this hunt off. I've already kind of been validated in this hunt already. I was a little worried, you know, when it comes to silver, sometimes you can push your luck when you found silver in a lot of boxes, and this may be my dry box here, but at least we found an NIFC to start it off with a bang. I got tons of rolls left to go. Let's keep this going and see if maybe we can find some more goodies inside. Well, we just started roll number 5. I'm just flipping them over as I go along to make it a little easier for myself. And we got ourselves another good find here. So this right here is going to be one of the key dates for Canadian quarters. This is 1970, and the mintage is 10,302,010. So definitely super low mintage, hard to find. A lot of the time when you find them, oh, would you look at that? The obverse is all scratched up for some reason. I don't know if people intentionally tried to damage them because they were a key date and they were trying to lower the numismatic value or what when these were released, but it's still a nice one to hold on to. I don't find them too often, probably one every 3 or 4 boxes, so a very nice one to find. 5 rolls in. I will add it to the board and keep going along. All right, we are now on roll 24, making some serious progress here. Nothing too crazy to report, but we do have our first foreign of this box. I think it is from Bermuda. Let's give it a little flip over and see. Yep, I believe I have seen this before. Let's get a little closer. I believe I have encountered these in the past. 1999. Not too sure what kind of bird that is on there. If you guys have any idea what kind of bird that is on this, I would appreciate it very much. But always glad to find foreign coins when I'm hunting quarters. It looks to be a little bit of a thicker rim on there too. This is a pretty hefty coin, but still 25 cents. I don't know how the exchange rate compares to Canadian, but pretty cool little find. I will add to the board up there, and let's keep it going. Only one more roll down, and I just pulled these out of the roll, and I can see right here we have what looks to be a thick rim. I'm not too sure. Whoop, a little bit of a spill there. Let's see if I can get to it for you guys live here. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Just what I suspected. Another foreign coin. This one is not our Bermuda. This one is British, I believe, or from the UK, I guess you could say. And this is 10 pence. What is the year of this bad boy right here? Definitely not silver. Looks to be 1992. So pretty cool little find here. I'll put this along with our other foreign find. Fits in pretty well with the quarters, but you know, these are adding up for losses for me. So at this point, hopefully I don't find too many more of these, but still pretty cool to find in these quarter rolls. But I'll throw this up here. I will keep going along and tune you in if we find anything else. Well, I think we are a couple more rolls down, and I think I have something really good here, guys. I just pulled this roll out, and we have something right there that's looking very silvery. So I'm going to try and do this one a little bit neater this time for you guys. Let's see if we can get to it. I'm very excited. That's a very promising rim. Oh, I can see a provincial right there. That's pretty cool. Oh, yes, that is what I am talking about, guys. This streak shall continue. What year is it going to be? 1962. Let's get a little bit closer. 1962. Now this one is looking a little wishy-washy, but it is a young head. I could really tell by that edge. Sometimes they're a little bit more shiny, but this one was really yellowy, looking a little toned. Man, this is an epic legendary hunt already. I am almost speechless. I'm going to be very glad to add this to my silver finds of the year at the end of this hunt. I also have a little paper that I'm going to be adding up all my finds that one of my good buddies gave me. But man, this is awesome, guys. A boom, shakalaka. We got ourselves some silver. I'll throw this up here with all of our many other finds. I do have lots and lots of provincials too. I think I saw one more right there is in Nova Scotia, but I shall keep going along and hope for the best. But this has already been an epic hunt of epic proportions. Let's see if we can put a little cherry on top. It looks like we have about 14 rolls left to go. And guys, I am in shock right now because I just found another one of those 2000 Millennium tokens. I can't believe this. I have done like 100 or more quarter hunts and only found one of these before this. This has got to be a collection dump, got to be something like that. I've also found a few more of those British 10 pence, so that makes 3 of them so far. Found a nice hefty stack of provincials and found 2 of the colored legendary natures in good shape. But I don't know what is going up with this. Here, let me get a little bit closer to show you guys what this looks like. I don't know what is up with this hunt, but I will definitely take these. They were not meant for circulation. If any of you have ever encountered these in your Canadian quarter hunts, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know how common they are to find, but definitely a rare bird for me. I will add it up there with that first one that I found. Boom, boom. And I shall keep going along, but you can't really ask for much more than we found already. What a hunt. Alrighty, we are really starting to get down to the nitty gritty. We just started our 10th last roll, and for the ender for that roll, not the visible ender, but the ender on the inside, we just found ourselves this 2015 colored poppy, which is one of the key dates of the modern Canadian quarters. This, the 2015 Flag and the 2017 Hope for a Green Future are what I would say are the creme de la creme of these Canadian colored quarters. So this is a great find to top this cherry on this hunt. Hopefully I can find a few more little goodies in the rest of these rolls, but if not, I am very, very happy right now, and let's keep going along. Just opened up our 5th last roll, and it looks like the goodies are going to keep rolling in for us, guys, because we just found another great Holy Grail find. It's going to be the 2017 150th anniversary Hope for a Green Future. This right here is one of my favorite quarters to find. They are getting super far and few between. There's a non-colored variant that is much more common, and I think a lot of the people, whether you're a coin collector or not, when you find these, when they find them, they actually fish them out of circulation or their pocket change. So these are extremely hard to find. I'm probably at 1 every 3 boxes, I would say, is my average. So this is a great topper off to this hunt with all of this other amazing stuff we found. This has been a hunt of epic proportions, but you never know. Maybe there's another goodie lying ahead in these last couple rolls, but let's finish this hunt off and see if maybe we can get a little more luck on our side. I have concluded this hunt. 50 rolls have been hunted, and man, have we accumulated quite the pile of goodies here. Before I start wrapping up all of these awesome finds, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would once again hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you have not and you'd like to see more content like this. And what do you say we break down all of these epic finds from today? So we managed to pull ourselves quite the hefty stack of RCMPs. I count 11 here. I made sure to check all of them for the large bust, and they came up empty-handed. And we pulled ourselves quite a hefty stack of provincials as well. I think we have 10 in total. 3 Nova Scotias, 3 Prince Edward Islands. We have a Manitoba, New Brunswick, a Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Yukon. So I think we're missing a couple there, Northwest Territories, and I think one other one. But man, we are close. That is not too bad. That is almost the whole provincial series in one hunt. We managed to pull ourselves 3 British 10 pence. I think 2 of them are 1992, and they're all basically from the same era. They all have this same bust portrait on the obverse. And then we also managed to find this 25 cents 1999 from Bermuda. Pretty darn cool to find these foreign coins, but it will be a bit of a loss, I believe. If any of you know the exchange rate, please let me know down in the comments. I would appreciate it. We managed to pull ourselves 1 of each of the colored legendary nature. We got the yellow falcon, we got the green bison, and we got the blue orca. So that's not too bad. Some of these I'm probably going to throw back into the wild right after this hunt, but I do like to keep track of this kind of stuff as I hunt along, because a lot of people are looking for this stuff for their collections, and hopefully you guys find it helpful. I managed to pull 2 good remembrance finds here. We got the 2010 Dual Poppy, and we have a 2004 that is just barely making the criteria, but it's good enough for me. I'll hold on to it. We got our key date find is going to be the 1970, once again minted at 10,302,010. This is one of the definite key dates for the earlier quarters from 1970 until 1990. I would say it is definitely the key date, a good one to look out for. We have still yet to find a 1991 in the wild. I know my buddy Mario Bros coin roll hunting has found a few, but I'm really holding out hope. But I'll always take these 70s. I'll always take the 2001 no peas. They are definitely a great gift from the coin gods. We got ourselves the 2015 Poppy, another good one, another good remembrance find to bunch with these other ones right there. We got ourselves the 2017 Hope for a Green Future 100th anniversary. Now this right here is probably my favorite of all the Canadian colored coins. Very hard to find, a true gem. And this one right here is in pretty darn good shape, not really missing any of the coloring, not any crazy wear or anything like that, so we'll definitely find a good home in my collection. And then we have these 2 beauties right here, guys. These are not meant to be in circulation. Look at that right there. That is pretty darn cool. These are tokens. I don't believe they're test tokens, but they are Canada Post 25-cent tokens that came with a gift set that was available in the year 2000. I think the set ranged from somewhere from $10 to $15 when it was originally available, but now you can get it usually from anywhere from $5 to $10. So this is definitely worth more than 25 cents. I would say the value is anywhere between $1 and $4 depending on how much you need it, how much you like it, how much you want it. But I definitely like them, I definitely need them, and I definitely want them. So a couple of good finds for sure there. And then the find of this hunt, guys, is going to be this bad boy right here. We managed to strike ourselves silver once again. The streak continues. This one is a young head. A lot of the time we find ourselves diadems, which I believe range from 1965 until 1968. So it's nice to get a little bit older of a silver quarter. The value of silver is decently high right now too. So I believe the value of this is $6 or $7. Definitely worth a lot more than the 25-cent investment. If you guys want to let me know what your favorite find was down in the comments, I would appreciate it so much. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, so much for supporting my channel. Hopefully I'm going to be dropping some more content for you guys, some more informational videos, and some more on the history of Canadian coins and currency series. If you would like to check out the last video in that series, the link will be up in the corner right there. But other than that, guys, I think that pretty much does it for this one. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all.